into New York City. We had before we pulled in, we went to Hope to and had our mast removed over in Jersey, and then went under the Brooklyn Bridge, and we went to dock on at the pier, and we were all in our dress whites ready to go on Liberty. This was in, I don't remember the exact month, but I think it was around 1958. Yeah, it was 58, I believe. And we waited and waited and waited and found it very unusual that Liberty Call had not been called. And all of a sudden the announcement came that Liberty has been canceled. And which was a kind of never ever heard that before. And that we heard over the throughout the ship at the weigh the anchor, and we were going to pull out. And this was no explanation as to why this was happening. So everyone ran over to the side of the ship, and there were offices on the piers that you asked. The girls were hanging out the windows, and you asked to call your wives, your girlfriends, and so forth, and say that we don't know what's going on, we're being pulled out to sea. So we pulled out, we went over to Bayonne, that's where we had our mast replaced, and we had trailer trucks being hoisted up into the flight deck to unload supplies. Now, we still didn't know what was going on. As soon as we got our mast replaced and we were finished, we pulled out and we went to battle stations.
This is not a drill. This is not a drill. General quarters. General quarters. All hands man your battle stations.
Now, generally when you go to battle stations, they let you know it's a drill. This time it was not a drill. So you can imagine a 17-year-old guy, such as myself at the time, going to battle stations and not knowing what's going on. And as we pulled out of New York Harbor, there was an unidentified plane above us, and we were at our battle stations, and all of a sudden I took notice that our escorts, our destroyers, our tin cans, came in close to us. So you get a little bit emotional. You said, uh-oh, something's going on. So it turned out that we were at our battle stations, and we had live ammo and everything that we were going to shoot, believe it or not, at that plane until it identified itself. That this all happened during the Lebanon crisis. And the Lebanon crisis was a serious crisis at the time. It put the entire military on alert, and of course the Navy was at their battle stations. So that is a moment of my career that I will never forget. And because I'm a World War II buff when it comes to the Pacific theater, so I knew when hearing battle stations what that all meant.